Now when you're frying, you want to be very careful not to drop any fried product into the oil, because when you do, it will splatter. Do not be afraid of the oil, okay? So what we want to do, here's the technique. You take your catfish fillet and you lay it gently into the oil and you release. Let me show you again. Catfish goes in very gently into the oil and then you release slowly. All right, if you do it that way, the oil will not splatter. And just lay it in like that. When you're frying, make sure that you space your fillets. All right, there are 4 nice sized fillets in that skillet, and that's plenty. Do not overcrowd your skillet when you're frying, because you want to get a nice crispy crust on your catfish. If you put too many pieces in, they will boil, they will not fry. Now these are relatively thick pieces of catfish, so these are going to take 3.5 minutes on each side. If you have a smaller piece, they're going to take about 2.5 minutes on each side. Okay, so we're going to let these go for 3.5 minutes. We're going to turn these over and I'll show you what they look like. Now look at the oil. Do you see how this is frying? You see the bubbles around it. This is the temperature that you want when you're frying catfish. No more, no less. Okay, now these have been frying for about 3 minutes and 15, 3 minutes and 20 seconds. These look like they're about ready to turn. When you're frying, make sure you invest in a nice set of tongs, a nice pair of tongs, which is what I have here. Okay? Now it's time to turn these over. So let's just grab them gently and turn them over just like that. You see the motion? Grab it with your tongs and just turn it over just like that. Nice and easy, so they don't splatter, okay? Do it like that, and one more piece here, just like that. Now look at the color. This is the color that you're looking for before, it must be this color before you turn it over, all right? So that's the color you're looking for. It's getting nice and crunchy. You can see here, there's a crust here already, okay? These are going to be absolutely delicious. Now these are going to cook for about another 3 minutes and 15 seconds, and then they're coming off. Okay, these have been cooking on the second side for just over 3 minutes, and these are done. Look at that. Look how delicious that piece of catfish looks. Can you see that? All right, now we're going to remove these from our skillet and place them on our cooling rack. All right, and again, be careful, because this is hot oil. Let some of the oil drip off just like that, and then remove it to the cooling rack. Again, same technique. Let it drip just like that and onto the cooling rack. Now, while the oil is at the same temperature, we want to make sure that we go in right away with our next batch. Okay? And again, lay your fillets into the oil gently and release. All right, this soul food classic is coming together, and I'll show you what it looks like in just a minute. This is a piece of the catfish fillet. Look at the crunch on that. Can you see that? If you can't see it, perhaps you can hear it. Listen very closely. Did you hear that? Okay, I'll be right back. Now look at that catfish. Look at that. Look how crispy and delicious this catfish is. Look at that. Do you see the crust on there? Who's coming over? Who's coming to see Chef Emanuel, huh? All right, well this is done, and I do plan to eat it while it's hot. So I'll see you in a minute. You better come and get it. Woo, that looks good, baby, baby. Listen, I tried to tell you that this meal is off the charts, and it's also healthy. For more healthy soul food recipes just like this one, you can find them in my new cookbook entitled Chef Emanuel's Soul Food 10.0. the next generation of soul food. You can find my book on my website at chefemanuel.com. Listen, that's all the time we have today. I had a ball cooking for you, and I hope that you prepare this recipe at home. Until next time, I'm Chef Emanuel, and I cannot wait. I'll see you.